Penguins, especially emperor penguins, can leap out of the water to heights over 2 meters. This ability allows them to quickly reach the ice surface, which is essential for escaping predators like leopard seals. This process, called porpoising, involves rapid diving and creating a layer of air around their feathers to reduce water resistance, enabling a powerful jump. This technique, also used to move through water while avoiding predators, makes penguins some of the most efficient and graceful swimmers in the animal kingdom. They can reach speeds of up to 10 kilometers per hour. During powerful volcanic eruptions, large amounts of ash and dust are expelled into the atmosphere, sometimes causing volcanic lightning. Charged particles of ash and gases collide during the eruption, generating intense electrostatic discharges. This phenomenon, known as a dirty thunderstorm, looks like a violent thunderstorm, but forms differently from typical atmospheric storms. The most famous instance occurred during the 1980 eruption of Mount St. Helens, when thousands of lightning strikes were observed. Volcanic lightning is also common during eruptions of Mount Sakurajima in Japan. Owls' eyes are different from those of most animals. They don't have round eyeballs but elongated vision tubes. This structure sharpens their vision, allowing them to see exceptionally well in low light, which is crucial for their nocturnal lifestyle. However, the downside is that their eyes can't move. Instead, owls turn their heads to change their line of sight. They can rotate their heads up to 270 degrees thanks to specialized blood vessels in their necks, which ensure blood flow to the brain even during extreme head rotation. Drawing straight lines is a unique skill that requires advanced hand-eye coordination and precise muscle control in the fingers. Only humans possess this ability, thanks to the development of our brains and refined motor skills. By contrast, some animals, like primates, can grasp objects or even draw, but they cannot intentionally create perfectly straight lines. This skill has been crucial in the evolution of human civilization, enabling the creation of maps, diagrams, and art, and contributing to fields like mathematics and geometry. Electric eels, Electrophorus electricus, are unique fish capable of generating electrical charges up to 600 volts. When defending themselves or hunting, they can jump out of the water and make contact with a predator or prey, amplifying the shock's power. Electric eels can adjust the voltage level, using weaker discharges for navigation and communication and stronger ones for hunting and defense. Their ability to produce electricity comes from specialized cells called electrocytes, which work similarly to batteries, generating electric discharges. Elephants communicate over long distances using infrasound, very low-frequency sounds, below 20 Hz, that are inaudible to the human ear. These low sounds can travel many kilometers through the air, and vibrations can also pass through the ground, allowing elephants to detect the presence of other herd members or potential threats from afar. Elephants use infrasound to share information about dangers, water sources, and even to summon other elephants. Studies have shown that elephants can detect infrasound through their feet, with specialized pads that help them pick up ground vibrations. This enables elephants to hear signals from up to 10 kilometers away. Lake Baikal, located in southern Siberia, Russia, is the deepest and one of the clearest lakes in the world. It has a maximum depth of 1,642 meters, making it deeper than any other lake on Earth. Baikal is also one of the oldest lakes, formed around 25 million years ago, and serves as a sanctuary for diverse plant and animal species, many of which exist only in this lake, such as the Baikal seal. Lake Baikal holds about 20% of the world's unfrozen freshwater supply. In winter, its surface is covered with a thick layer of ice, and its water is so clear that visibility can reach depths of up to 40 meters. The halo effect is an optical atmospheric phenomenon that occurs when sunlight or moonlight passes through ice crystals in the upper atmosphere, particularly in the stratosphere. These crystals act as prisms, refracting and reflecting light at specific angles, forming bright, colorful rings around the sun or moon. The phenomenon is most common in colder regions or on frosty days with humid air. The angle of light refraction in the ice crystals is typically around 22 degrees, giving the classic halo a diameter of 22 degrees around the sun or moon. Other variations of the phenomenon include sundogs, bright spots of light seen on either side of the halo. Bats use echolocation to navigate and hunt, emitting sounds at very high frequencies beyond the range of human hearing. These ultrasonic sounds, ranging from 20 to 100 kilohertz, are emitted by the bat and bounce off objects, returning as echoes that help the bat determine the distance, shape, and speed of moving objects. Through echolocation, bats can detect even the tiniest insects in complete darkness. Bat species in the family Rhinolophidae have specialized structures on their faces, shaped like a horseshoe, which allow them to direct echolocation sounds precisely. These structures act like a natural megaphone, enhancing their echolocation capabilities. Kiwi is one of the richest natural sources of vitamin C, even containing more of this vitamin than an average orange. A single kiwi provides about 70 milligrams of vitamin C, which exceeds the daily requirement for an adult. Vitamin C plays a crucial role in supporting the immune system, improving skin health, and aiding in iron absorption. Kiwi is also high in fiber and antioxidants, making it an excellent addition to a healthy diet. It is also a great source of other vitamins and minerals, such as vitamin K, potassium, and folate. Originally from China, where it was known as Chinese gooseberry, kiwi gained its current name in New Zealand, where it was named after the local bird of the same name. During explosive eruptions, volcanoes can eject volcanic bombs, glowing chunks of lava that cool and harden midair, often taking on aerodynamic shapes. These fragments can range in size from a few centimeters to several meters, and they fall back to the ground at high speeds, potentially causing significant damage. Depending on the chemical composition and consistency of the lava, volcanic bombs can have various shapes, from spherical to spindle-shaped. The largest volcanic bombs can weigh several tons and reach speeds of up to 200 kilometers per hour. During the 1935 eruption of Mount Asama in Japan, volcanic bombs were so powerful that some landed as far as 7 kilometers from the volcano. A coral reef is a large structure made up of thousands or even millions of tiny organisms called polyps, which live in symbiosis with algae from the zooxanthellae family. Polyps create hard calcium skeletons that form the foundation of the reef, while the algae provide energy through photosynthesis. Each polyp is a small, soft-bodied creature that builds a calcium casing, contributing to reef growth. Coral reefs host such diverse life that they're often called the rainforests of the oceans, providing habitat for hundreds of thousands of fish, crustaceans, and invertebrate species. The Great Barrier Reef in Australia, the world's largest coral structure, is visible from space. Unfortunately, climate change, pollution, and ocean acidification threaten coral reefs worldwide, leading to coral bleaching and die-offs. The human body can survive without food for around 3 weeks by drawing energy from fat and glycogen reserves and, ultimately, from breaking down muscle proteins. However, humans can endure much less time without sleep. After only a few days without sleep, severe cognitive impairments, hallucinations, immune system weakening, and even the risk of death begin to appear. Sleep deprivation disrupts essential physiological processes, as the brain needs rest to regenerate and maintain proper bodily function. The record for the longest period without sleep is approximately 11 days, set by Randy Gardner in 1964. After the experiment, Gardner experienced severe cognitive disruptions, which fortunately subsided after a few days of normal sleep. Chameleons have the unique ability to move each eye independently, allowing them to observe two different directions simultaneously. Their eyes are set in cone-shaped, muscular hoods that can rotate independently, giving them a full 360-degree field of vision without moving their head. This ability is particularly useful for hunting and spotting predators, as a chameleon can scan its surroundings while focusing on prey. When a chameleon locks onto potential prey, both eyes align to focus on the target, and it uses its long, sticky tongue to capture its meal with remarkable precision. Octopuses have 3 hearts, each serving a different purpose. 2 hearts pump blood through the gills, where it is oxygenated, and the 3rd heart pumps the oxygenated blood to the rest of the body. Their blood is blue due to the presence of hemocyanin, a copper-containing protein that transports oxygen similarly to hemoglobin in humans. Hemocyanin is more efficient in cold, low-oxygen environments, which is an adaptation to the deep-sea conditions in which many octopuses live. When an octopus swims, the heart responsible for pumping blood to the body stops, which is why octopuses often prefer to crawl rather than swim to conserve energy. The human liver is the only organ that can regenerate after injury or partial removal. Even if up to 75% of the liver is removed, its tissues can regrow to restore its original size and function. This regeneration process is complex and relies on specialized cells called hepatocytes, which divide actively to replace damaged tissue. Liver regeneration depends on the patient's health and the extent of tissue removal. This capability is so effective that partial liver transplants are common. The donor's liver portion is transplanted to the recipient, and both parts regenerate, allowing both donor and recipient to regain full liver function. Studies suggest that sounds at certain frequencies can affect plant growth, though there is no conclusive evidence that music itself accelerates growth. Experiments have shown that some plants respond to acoustic vibrations, which may stimulate growth mechanisms. Frequencies similar to those in classical music appear to have a positive effect, though this is more about the vibration impact than the music itself. Some research indicates that sound can influence the movement and growth of plants. For instance, plant roots seem to follow the sound of water flowing through soil, which may play a role in nutrient absorption. Bananas contain potassium, 40, a naturally radioactive isotope of potassium. All living organisms need potassium for proper cellular function, and bananas are one of the richest sources of this element. Although potassium, 40 emits a small amount of radiation, the level is so low that it poses no health risk. In fact, the natural radiation in bananas is negligible, and eating this fruit does not affect the body's radiation levels. The radiation dose in a single banana is so minimal that scientists use it as a measurement unit known as the banana equivalent dose, BED, which helps illustrate a level of radiation that is harmless to health. Walruses have impressive tusks that can grow up to 1 meter in length. These tusks serve not only for defense, but also as a tool for moving on ice. They use them to pull themselves up onto the ice or break through it to breathe. Walruses often spend time on ice floes, and their ability to maneuver using their tusks is crucial in the harsh Arctic conditions. Walrus tusks also have a social function. They signify status within a group, particularly among males. Longer, stronger tusks can indicate a higher rank in social hierarchy.